Hello everybody, Katyvern here, and today I am going to review the Playmates Godzilla vs. King Kong, Godzilla vs. Kong, my bad, Hong Kong Battle Godzilla. This guy in Kong had a special, paint and, obviously plastic to kind of reflect off the colors that was going on during the Hong Kong battle with a nice little purple and blue paint. And I'm going to review this guy. Now, this guy released in 2021 during the time the movie was out, and let's get on to reviewing this guy. Starting with the sculpt, which let's get a good look at. Now it does come with while this one does come with battle damage, mine is kind of stuck on there, so unfortunately we're not going to see any battle damage look. But it's kind of the same as any other Playmates Godzilla. It's just a slash across the chest. Pretty well done sculpt. You can see this. Anyways, the sculpt is pretty much the same as the any other Playmates Godzilla vs. Kong Godzilla. He's just, although he's obviously very smooth right here, unfortunately, but because it's Playmates, this is obviously going to have some rather smoother areas. You can see some nice scale details, even with the translucent plastic. You can also see other details as well, even his weird Godzilla schlong right here. Sculpt is on the inner leg, sculpt on the inner leg, sculpt around the arms, pretty well detailed. Sculpt around the arms. Sorry. On the spines is really good because of the translucent plastic. Very nicely done, all the way to the tail. Very nice sculpt. I'd say it's a solid 7 out of 10. Not bad sculpt. Typical Playmates. Long, nice details on the teeth. I unfortunately don't have the accessories, so it's an issue. So I'm just gonna be reviewing just the figure. Unfortunately, there's a weird sculpt right here, hence why they're downgrading the rating. But otherwise, he's actually alright. Some awkward areas, but he's alright for being a simple kid's toy. See, next up will be the paint job. This guy was obviously made with a black hard vinyl with a nice translucent plastic, which very nicely done, I will admit. Pretty. It's very pretty. Definitely gives the nice blue look. And although along the face here it does kind of look a little wonky, you don't really see his eyes, but at least he's painted under like the chin area. Although there is a slight problem with the paint, since that around the arms is painted right here. Every time you move him, it's going to cause some sort of paint damage over time. And same applies to the back legs of Goji here. Not so much here. There probably isn't much paint job damage here, but paint job's pretty well done. It's nicely sprayed along the tail, the purple, but yeah, the purple paint is really well done and really nicely painted along certain areas. Especially around the arms, the neck, my absolute favorite being the spines, of course, or dorsal plates, or whatever you want to call these things. Nice purple along out of the tail, something Bandai doesn't do. Bandai! But yeah, really nicely done. The colors go really well together. I'd say this is a solid 8. There are some areas that definitely could be improved upon, like, the articulated areas. the paint and articulated areas, that's obviously going to be, causing some chip damage. But other than that, though, paint job, really well done. Really blends well together. And, yeah, it's cool. See what else. The articulation. In total, there are about 6 points of articulation. That being, well, for one, where you can place the atomic breath, and the mouth. You can open his mouth, open and close, wherever you please. Move his arms kind of completely around. Although, of course, there is that risk of damaging the paint job, though. So I don't recommend moving him around too much. But full articulation at the arms. Although it's slightly different with the legs. You can only do kick, but hey, you can at least make him do this. Do that iconic tail slide. Or have him look like he's swimming underwater. Like this. But other than that, though, the leg articulation works. The leg articulation works despite not being able to go full 360. And the last articulation, being the tail, can completely go all the way around. Like so. You can move it side to side, up and down. Honestly, my favorite part of this figure, well, other than the obvious beautiful paint job and, well, material used to make the translucent blue, but you can make his tail go the fully articulated tail. Works really well, which is probably a connected ball joint. But very nicely done, though. I'd say the articulation is probably like the best, probably one of the, specifically the tail. I give the articulation another 7 out of 10. So in total, that'd be 22 out of 30. This is not a bad figure, but it's definitely not worth the price. It is on eBay because heavily scalped as all heaven. Like, oh my god, like, I had to pay like, what, around 20 bucks. I mean, and they go for higher than that, too. I was lucky to find this guy. And, yeah. This has been the review on the Hong Kong Battle Godzilla, the Playmates Hong Kong Battle Godzilla. And, yeah, didn't really say too much about this review, but kind of want to get this out of the way for something I might do with this guy in Kaiju Mash. But yeah. Until it was a 22 out of 30. He's not a bad figure, but definitely not worth the price. But actually, let's make that a 25 out of 30, actually. 25 out of 30. I mean, with the way he looks really good. Other than that, though, it's definitely a nice piece to have on your shelf, especially with a translucent blue, especially when it reflects off of light. You can kind of see through the Godzilla. It'd be a nice little colors. But yeah. This has been the review. If you liked, go ahead, drop a like, subscribe. If you didn't, well, whatever. But yeah. See you later.